we're back in the boat. It's absolutely roasting. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, definitely.
I just leave those. In the past, I've just left it really there.
Good morning everybody and welcome to another video. And as you can see, I'm in a slightly different place to where I would normally be. I'm on the river and I'm not on my own today. I'm actually joined by fellow YouTuber Graham from Gray's Outdoors, and he's in the canoe behind me, and we're taking a little paddle upstream in Surrey today, actually on the Riverway, and the plan is to do a little wild camp and then carry on our journey tomorrow. It's pretty hot, as you can imagine. We're in the middle of the mini heat wave at the moment. It's forecast to get to about 32 degrees today, hence the new hat and lots of sun cream. It's so nice, very peaceful. Really looking forward to a cold beer later. Welcome back everybody. It's about 1:15 and it seems like an ideal time for Graham and I to stop for a bite to eat. So we got our packed lunches with us, brought food to cook tonight when we camp, but decided to sort of make it a bit easy and make lunch in advance. Been going for a few hours now, maybe 2 hours. It's been very relaxing. It's been so nice. We found a nice shady spot here next to a lock, and just enjoying the afternoon. I was looking at the clouds at the moment and just wondering, Graham, whether we're going to get caught in any of these storms that they're predicting. Not quite sure at the moment. They're saying, when I listened to the radio earlier, that they know they're going to come, but they just don't know when or where, which is quite unhelpful really for the wild camper. But we're pretty prepared, Graham and I, for all eventualities. If anything, I think rain will be very welcome to cool us down. What's recording is, you can see Graham has brought the minibar with him. That's just bring that over.
I think.
Check that out.
What would you like? A Heineken or a beer?
Heineken or a Coke. They might go for a Coke for the moment.
Heineken or a Coke, yeah.
A Coke, and then I'm going to save the beer for later. Thank you, mate. Whoa. Oh, it's ice cold. Oh, Amazing.
Managed to bring that.
Welcome back everybody. It's coming up to about 2:30 and we've swapped positions, so I'm now at the back of the canoe and I've been given the responsibility, it is work in progress shall we say, but I've been given the responsibility of steering the canoe, and I've had a few lessons at the Grays Outdoors School of Canoeing this afternoon. And it's not as easy as it looks. It's one of these things that you just kind of got to. Oh. Graham's probably wondering why we're zigzagging down the river at the moment. It's just the scenic tour. It's just because I want him to see some of the local wildlife.
We can pull in over here. How are we doing?
Coming up to 3 p.m. now. Oh, it's hot. It's really hot. Such a difference between being in the shade on the river by the trees to the sunshine. Really is a difference. And I'm sweating. Oh, I'm sweating in this life jacket. We're about 2/3 of the way on our journey this afternoon. So not too long now till we can just stop, crash and crack open some very cold beers. This one. Welcome back everybody. It's about 5 o'clock now and we're looking for our camp. The island that we spotted on our maps is a bit difficult to find in reality, so we found an alternative next to the river. The only problem is we're getting stung to bits by nettles at the moment with our shorts on, but we're going to have a little bit of a look around here and see if we can spot some potential camping areas. So Graham, would you mind just telling us what the plan of action is and why we're not going for here?
Too many cows, too many cow pats,
Yeah.
and there is a herd of cows just up the road. So
Just seen the cows.
yeah, so
and
we
they're
not really sure whether we should come here. Both of us haven't got a good feeling about it, so I think we're going to move on and try find another place.
Yep.
These flies are all from those dogs.
So I was about to say to Graham there wasn't really any evidence of other people being here, but then I was proved wrong by all the poo bags. So clearly someone walks their dogs around here, or dog, they bag up the poo and then they just leave it. Just leave it. And there is everywhere. Oh dear. We're back in the boat. So, surprise, surprise, run out of water completely. So we're going to filter some water from the river.
Later. And meanwhile, we're going to just chill out here by the riverbank.
It is about 6:30, and we found somewhere that we can camp. We're just waiting for things to quieten down a little bit before we head up the towpath to the area of choice. And for the time being, we're just going to chill here on the riverbank in the spot where the canoe's moored. Gonna set the chairs up properly, just gonna get on and filter water, make sure we've got a good supply of water now, so it's not something we have to worry about in the morning. So just gonna get on with that. Welcome back, everybody. It is 9:45 and we finally set up camp. Sorry to keep you waiting. We have finally got the tents up. Always takes longer than you think. And we're just off of the towpath next to the river that we've been canoeing along today. You can see up here that we have got a Graham's tarp strung up above us, and that is because Graham's tent, he's just using the inner because it's really hot, and I, because I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment, have gone for the Helm one with the outer, because I'm convinced that quite possibly, maybe I'm hoping, I don't know, one of these thunderstorms is going to hit tonight. And I've got that up, but I have got the door open there and all the vents open. It's going to be hot whatever. And so we're just preparing dinner now, guys. Graham is chopping up some onion that appears to have cooked in the canoe due to the heat, and it's really soft, is it, Graham?
Yeah, soft like a cooked onion.
Wow, so a kind of blessing in disguise, a weird blessing in disguise. The plan for me has changed a little bit, because I had this sort of great idea for a sort of vegetarian, vegan burger on the fire, using halloumi and fennel, pulled fennel. And what have I done? I've left the fennel at home, so it's going to be a rather boring halloumi burger. But I have got some, this is chili jam, so hopefully this will liven up my halloumi burger with the absent fennel. Got 4. It'll be double halloumi burgers, Graham.
Thank goodness I'm not in your tent tonight.
Yeah. And Graham's got his burger over there. My burgers. Graham's burger.
Nice caramelised onion burger. Nice?
Yeah. So hungry, I mean.
Yeah. What's the time? 10 o'clock.
Hello all, it's coming up to midnight and we have turned in. It's quite cool by the riverside. That probably would be my preference for sleeping right now, because inside the tent is absolutely roasting. So I think the only way to do it is to not wear a lot of clothing and to have all the vents open and just sort of hope for the best. So that's all for now, and I shall see you in the morning. Night night. Morning all, hope we're well. It's a nice morning here on the river. In terms of sleep, it was pretty sticky and pretty hot. Interestingly, probably about 3 o'clock, the temperature dipped a little bit and I did need to go into the sleeping bag. But then I got a bit hot and had to come out of the sleeping bag. So it was a bit of a case I couldn't make my mind up as to what I wanted to do. So sleep was a bit broken. We're under an old oak tree here, so had a lot of twigs and acorns falling on us in the night, which made things a bit interesting. So you can get a better view of our setup here amongst the trees by the towpath. There's the tarp I was telling you about yesterday that we put up. Primary reason for that was for Graham, for his tent down there, so he's I believe that's the Vorday, Graham, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
That's his Vorday tent that he takes out quite a bit, but probably quite a good idea. I think one of the reasons maybe he slept a little bit better than me was because he had a bit more ventilation. He didn't have the fly sheet quite right there. So as a lot of you know, I've got the Wild Country Helm Compact one. This is the second or third time that I've used it. As I also mentioned, just over here we brought the canoe up from the river, just to keep it out of the way, keep it safe, but also to act as a little bit of a barrier to this side of the camp. So the plan is to pack up the gear, not to have breakfast where we are exactly, but to get back in the canoe and paddle upstream to where we were yesterday evening. And there's a bit more room up there, it's a bit more practical. So these are the remnants of the fire pit from last night, everybody. So I've dug a little hole this morning. I soaked these in water before I went to bed last night, so they're definitely out. But I'm just getting rid of it now.
The pliers, you can pull these things out and I can knock it down to about 5.
So breakfast has been had and we're just in the process of packing everything up now and getting the canoe and canoeing back to our starting point where the cars are. Just a couple of reflections on the trip. I've really enjoyed it. I've never done a canoe and camp trip before, and in fact I think the last time that I was in a canoe was about 20 years ago. So a big thank you to Graham for sharing his experience of canoeing with me and showing me the ropes. I've really enjoyed it. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been so peaceful and a real sense of losing track of time, as you do get when you're wild camping and you're outdoors, but perhaps even more so, I think, because you're just gliding down the river and everything kind of slows down. It was fantastic. I've also liked the fact that you can be completely self-sufficient. You can obviously with your backpack when you're hiking, but just having everything you need in the canoe and then just heading off up the river with everything you need and then finding somewhere to camp. It's really, really rewarding, and I'd really, really recommend it.
Let's get off, ready?
So we're back on the river, day 2 of the canoe trip. It's about 10:30 in the morning and already it's warm. You can just tell it's going to be another warm day. I think the forecaster said it'll be a couple of degrees warmer, but it's already really, really warm. So what we've done is we've just paddled into a shaded area of the river underneath the tree here, and just having some of the filtered water. One of the advantages of doing a little adventure on the river, you've got an endless water supply. We've got a few more miles to go. We'll probably stop and have another break or two. We've got a few locks to go through, but it's just really lovely. It's just very, very peaceful, very quiet. It's just the occasional passerby interested in what we're doing and yeah, just really enjoying it.
Nice. They're quite sweet, aren't they?
So I'm officially the only one paddling, so I guess that makes me in charge of where we're going. And learnt a few different types of paddling from Graham to ensure we get around all the bends, avoid the fallen trees that are kind of coming up at the moment. But it's good. It's hard work in the heat, but it's getting easier. And I would say to anyone who's never been in a canoe like this before, is just to give it a go and just to try really and practice. And that's the only way to do it really. Just practice, be prepared to make a few mistakes and go around in a few circles like I've done, or a few zigzags up the river, but then you get it in the end. Hitch a ride here.
Kids are swimming around a lot.
Oh, around
Bad news.
Havenport, I think it was.
You alright?
We'll let you go out first.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate not having to get everything out the canoe.
Much easier.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. It's just gone lunchtime. It's that final push now. Reckon we got maybe an hour left to go. Get back to our starting point where the cars are parked. As you can see, I'm now in the front of the canoe, so I've got the responsibility of just powering ahead, and Graham's taken over the steering. Final few metres now, driving under a main road in the area that we're in. Sure sign we are back to civilization. It's just up there, isn't it? Amazing if they brought a beer down for us, this pub.
The other place is not available, we just take it up there.
Just passing a pub here, and just we were saying it'd be amazing if they just came and handed us a nice pint. Way back. Well, I have to say that is probably the warmest YouTube video I think I have ever made, and it will go down in memory for that reason. Also because it was a really good time. So a big thank you to Graham for letting me jump in the canoe, and all the tips and the tricks and advice. I feel like a more confident canoeist than yesterday, which is not difficult. But I hope you did enjoy it, everybody. If you did, please can I encourage you to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the little bell, and you get all the notifications of any future uploads. And don't forget to check out Gray's Outdoors. I'll put a link to Graham's channel in the video description below, and you can see his video of this adventure too. So thanks very much, everybody. Take care, stay cool, and I'll see you on the next one.